In this documentary series, we've been granted unprecedented access by some of Australia's leading thoroughbred stud farms to document their foal's journey from birth through to becoming a racehorse. We will be documenting the formative stages of a select group of foals and their dams with the people involved who raise, care, and educate our racehorses. You will witness the precious early stages of a foal's life as they take their first breath, first steps, and their development over an 18-month period to becoming a thoroughbred racehorse. We then follow their development over an 18-month period as they are educated and transform from a new life to racehorse. It's December 2022. Stud farms around Australia are welcoming prospective buyers and clients as they inspect their Magic Millions yearling drafts ahead of the sale in January. Two of the colts already featured in the Paddock to Post series have been selected for the flagship Gold Coast sale. The Written Tycoon Total Attraction colt at Segenhoe stud, and the Brutal Gymnast colt at Newgate farm will travel north to Queensland ahead of the sale. But not before the studs open their doors to welcome prospective buyers conducting their preliminary inspections. Segenhoe Stud's stud manager, Brian Clark, walks us through the inspection process.
Okay, let's have a walk, thanks.
Yes, so we've been very busy on farm. Look, I think it's been post-COVID, we've probably maybe slightly down on inspections, but I think that's simply because people have the confidence that they know these yearlings will make it to the sales complex. They will get to see them there. Thankfully, there's no more issues with COVID. So probably, numbers down a little bit, but nothing really that we'd be concerned about. Just like I said, I think that post-COVID, knowing that these horses will get to the sales and they'll definitely get to see them there is, meant that we have not as many people, but yeah, nothing to be concerned about.
The Magic Millions January yearling sale is renowned for selling some of Australia's most precocious thoroughbreds. Studs enter their yearlings into this sale as they believe they will suit this early sale. Why is this sale best suited for Segenhoe's Written Tycoon colt?
So the reason why we chose the Magic Million sale for this guy is, as I was saying earlier, he's just so mature. He's got that muscle definition of a colt that could definitely run early. He's a horse that really you could put a saddle on now, break him in, and start training him. He's just that type of horse.
It's day 3 of the Magic Millions yearling sale, and we're under 20 lots away until Segenhoe's Written Tycoon colt enters the sale ring as lot 495. The team at Segenhoe Stud dress over the colt for the final time.
So this colt was actually conceived here in the Hunter Valley. And this mare, Total Attraction, was a mare that, she would have been one of the good mares in his book as well. She's a group winner. This colt, like I said, he's very strong, very mature, good action, good mind. Really, he's the whole package. So yeah, we're very excited about selling him.
It's sale time.
$4.95, the colt from Segenhoe looks a racehorse. He's a well-related colt. He's a half relation to the stakes-winning two-year-old and Pretty in Pink, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, 1-1 now, 150 out the back of his ear, 1 now, 150. He's a well-related colt here by Written Tycoon, champion Cyrus Bain. 150 now, 250 there out in front, 250 now, 250,000 over 250 settled now. Trying to make a 75, can I? 350,000 over now, at 350,000. Well, I'm reaching for the gavel. My instructions are to sell him out the back. At 350 over now, at 350,000. This time I sell him out the back. I sell them all done. 75. 500, thank you. 500,000 of it. 500, what do we say at the back now? 500, what do we say at the back? 25, okay. 525. 550, Das, what do you say? At 550 in front, I sell. At 550, all done, I sell them. I sell them this time in front for 550.
Sold. The gavel goes down and the colt is knocked down for $550,000 to the Kia Stud TFI partnership. It's an incredible result for the Segenhoe stud. The colt has been purchased by some of the industry's best judges, a testament to the colt's quality and how he was presented. The colt will be trained by multiple Group 1 winning trainer Annabelle Neesham. Earlier in the sale, Newgate Farm presented the Brutal Gymnast colt as lot number 4. The colt was the first yearling to enter a sale ring by the farm's resident stallion, Brutal.
To Newgate Farm, here's their Brutal colt, the fur. Oh, have a look at him. Have a look at him, ladies and gentlemen.
The colt had been popular throughout inspections and was knocked down for $210,000 to bloodstock agent Julian Blaxland, prominent syndication Roll the Dice Racing, and Anthony and Sam Friedman Racing. Newgate Farm's managing director Henry Field was delighted to see the colt purchased by the prominent group of buyers.
It's very important that we keep producing top racehorses off the farm, and we work really hard. The most important thing for us is the success of our graduates on race day, producing winners, producing top class horses. And if we do that, if we keep selling these people good horses, so for example, Roll the Dice Racing, they bought Profiteer off us a couple of years ago, who won an English Millennium and ended up being a stallion at Newgate. And Anthony Friedman and Julian Blaxland have bought a number of good horses off Newgate over the years. They pretty much buy a good horse every year. Elliptical, he's an example, maybe the best middle distance 3-year-old colt in the country, who they bought off us in conjunction with Suman Hedge at the Magic Millions 2 years ago. So both parties that bought that particular horse had great success buying top level colts off us before. And when you produce good horses and people have success buying off you, they'll come back and buy more. Now, we're well known at Newgate for putting the horses on the market at a very realistic level, at a low level, and I think they've got a great buy in that horse. I think that horse could have easily made 300,000 or 400,000. However, our motto is that it's unders and overs, and some yearlings, if you put them on the market at low reserves, it's very fair to all the buyers. They're all a chance of getting a good deal or a well-bought horse off the farm. And some will make overs and some will make unders. In that particular situation, we put a reserve of 150,000 on him. He made 210,000. Now I thought he could have made 300,000 or 400,000, but I'm happy. I'm happy that the horse was bought by great judges, great trainers. When you're trying to launch a new stallion like Brutal, going into the best stables with the progeny is so important. And so to go into the Anthony and Sam Freedman stable will just really help that horse show his true potential, which will in turn help Brutal as a young stallion with his first crop runners.
Magic Millions Book 1 saw 979 yearlings catalogued for sale with a 90.8 clearance rate. Top lot was sold by Segenhoe Stud, an I Am Invincible colt out of the mare Anahid for $2.7 million Australian, sold to Coolmore's Tom Magna.
To the team at Coolmore, thank you, Tom. Thank you, MV. Congratulations.
Book 1 grossed over $230 million, with an average yearling price of $291,343 over 5 days of selling. Segenhoe Stud offered 25 yearlings for sale with a 100% clearance rate. This stud boasted an incredible yearling sale average price of $564,000. This remarkable yearling average price was $272,000 above the sale average, grossing $14.1 million for the overall draft. Segenhoe Stud finished the sale as the leading vendor per average.
Yeah, it's been a very buoyant week here on the Gold Coast. $229 million has changed hands at nearly 89% clearance rate, with an average up around $293,000. So it's been a strong week, from our perspective. Being up in the auctioneer's box, there's been bids coming from everywhere, and I think that's really, highlighted this quality of catalogue and the amount of buyers that were here on the grounds. Different horses coming in the ring with 5-6 active bidders on them. So I think that bodes really well for how the sale is being perceived and what people are thinking of the stock here going forward.
Newgate Farm ended the sale as the leading grossing vendor for the second consecutive year with $17.225 million. The farm presented 54 yearlings for sale with a 100% clearance rate, with an average yearling selling for $318,981, over $27,000 above the Book 1 sale average. In the next episode of Stridel's Paddock to Post series, we will follow 2 more graduates as they are presented for sale at the prestigious Inglis Easter Yearling Sale in Sydney. We'll follow our colts from Kitchwin Hills and Torryburn Stud as they enter their next chapter of their careers.